Hi everyone. I decided that today we're going to do a basic slash beginner reformer on the mat because I've been learning a bunch of really cool things in some of the classes that I've been doing while I've been quarantined. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I've already taken my mount. You can go ahead and take your mount and we'll meet lying on our backs. So we're going to start with our footwork series. So there's two options. You can keep your arms alongside your body, or you can have your hands behind your head. You can keep your head down, or you can lift your chin to your chest. Whatever works better for you today. And be honest about it. If it strains your neck to lift your head up, just keep the head down. Okay. So heels are together, toes are apart. Sink the navel down into the spine. Glue the heels together. Lift your chin to your chest if you're lifting your head. Extend your legs out to 45, squeeze into your heels, and then bend your legs back in. So knees are about shoulder width apart. Extend the legs out to straight, squeeze and wrap, and bend it in. Extend it out, and bend it in. Last two, out and in. Keep the elbows wide, out and in. Now we're going to speed it up. Out and in. Keep sinking that navel down into that spine. Keep squeezing the legs as you extend the legs out and in. Last one, out and in. Keep your head lifted. If your head is lifted, elbows wide. Bring the feet together. Point the toes. Both of the big toe knuckles and heels are squeezing together. And then extend your legs out to 45. Keep squeezing the feet together. Keep squeezing the legs together. Maybe you lift your chin a little higher towards your chest and then bend it back in. Extend it out. Bend it in. Extend it out. Bend it in. And 4 and 5. Now we're going to pick up the pace. Bend your knees back into your chest and extend out and in. Extend out and in. Keep sinking the navel down as you extend the legs out and as you bend the knees in. Last one. Extend out and bend in. Flex the feet, toes back towards the knees, and then extend the legs out to 45, bend them back in. Extend it out and lower and bend back in. If you ever need to take a rest with your head, go for it. And then extend out and in. Last two this pace, and last one this pace. And now we're going to pick it up. Extend out, bend in. Extend out, bend in. Extend out, bend in. Keep scooping the navel. Last two, last one. Bend the knees into the chest. Lower the head down. And now we're warmed up for our 100. So we're just going to do a few 100 prep, keeping the knees into the chest at your tabletop, gluing the knees together and feet together. You're going to lift your arms up to the ceiling, tuck your chin into your chest, and then lower the arms down. So inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Keep squeezing the knees together. They're going to want to come apart. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Last one. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Keep reaching, reaching, reaching. And lower the head, neck, and shoulders down the mat. Now we're ready for our full 100. So bring your chin to your chest. Extend the legs out to your 45. I did that in the wrong order. So bend your knees back into your chest. Lower the head down. Extend your legs out to 45, lift the chin to the chest, lift the arms above the mat, and begin your pumping. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sink the navel into the spine. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a deep breath in. Don't forget to breathe. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. You're almost halfway there. Deep breath out. One more. Deep breath in. Deep breath out and pick it up. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the heels. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the heels. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the heels. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last set. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause your pumps and reach forward. Reach forward. Reach forward. Bend your knees into your chest. Lower the head, neck, and shoulders down. All right. Extend the legs out onto the mat. Lift your arms back behind your head. Lift your chin to your chest. Round yourself forward, forward, forward. And then bend your knees. Bring your feet flat. Bring your fingertips to face you onto the mat. Lift your feet up off of the mat and bend your elbows. And this is our stomach massage round. So round into your spine, tuck your chin, extend the legs out and bend them in. Extend out and in. Sink the navel into the spine as you would push out and in, out and in. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And then bring your arms straight up to the ceiling for your twist. So twist over to the right, hook the thumbs to each other, twist, 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 and then come back to center. Twist to the left, twist, 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 and come back to center. Keep those feet lifted. Twist, 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 and back to center. Last one. Twist, 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 and back to center. Lower the feet down, and you can round over your legs. I know how hard that is. For your short box, you're going to bend your knees slightly. So they're not going to be super bent, but they're going to be slightly bent. And you're going to have your heels on the mat, about inner hip width distance. Feet are flexed. So just like you have your feet in a strap in the reformer, that's the idea for this one. Okay. So bring one hand to the waist, the other hand around to the other side of the waist. Tuck your chin into your chest, round your spine, and then start to round yourself back. Keep lowering back to the tips of the shoulder blades. And then once you get there, sink the navel into the spine and round yourself all the way up. And then sink the navel, keep the chin tucked into the chest. Round it all the way back to the shoulder blades and round it all the way back up. Keep those heels driving into the mat and round it back, round it back, round it back, and lift up, up, up. One more just like that. Round back, 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 and round up, up, up. And now for our flat back, you're going to grab on around the thumbs. Arms are up to the ceiling. Scoop the abdominals, sit the spine up nice and tall. And then hinge yourself back, scoop in deeper, hinge yourself, scoop in deeper, and then come back up. So we're not going all the way down in this one. So hinge back, hinge back, hinge back, and lift up. Hinge back, hinge back, hinge back, scoop to come up. Last 2. Back, 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 and lift, scoop. Last one, back, 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 and lift. And now for your side to side, hook your thumbs the other way than you had them originally. Keep those knees bent and the heels pushing down. And then as you're in your side to side on your short box, glue that left hip down as you reach the arms and the upper body towards the right. Reach up through the sides of the waist and come back to center. Hinge forward a little bit towards the legs and then go up and over to the left. Drive that right hip down into the mat and then come back to center. Hinge forward, up and over to the right. Left hip is glued down. Lift up through both sides of the body. Come back to center. Hinge forward to the left. Reach up. Even through that left side, you're reaching up, up, up. And come back to center. Last 2. Last one. Last set each side. And then reach up to the right. Glue that left hip down. Come back to center. And then go over to the left. Glue that right hip down. And come back to center. Now for your twist and reach. We're going to just do the twist for the first set. So keep those heels digging down. Keep the knees nice and bent. Hook your thumbs the other way than you just had them. Arms are up alongside your ears. And then just twisting. So we're going to keep the back nice and tall. We're going to twist from the abdominals. So pull the belly button into the spine as you twist to the right, twist to the right, twist to the right, and then come back to center. And then twist to the left, twist to the left, twist to the left, scoop in deeper. Come back to center. We're not going to do the reach. We're just going to do the twist. Scoop, twist, 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 and back to center. And twist, 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 and back to center. And last set each side, last reach, and last one, reach, 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 And then we're going to do a little variation. We're going to do leg springs on the mat. So lie down onto your back. You're going to frog your legs in. So your knees are bent in. Just take a little break for a few seconds. So maybe you want to pull the knees into the chest. And then from here, you can either keep your arms alongside your body and just do the leg work. Or if you want to challenge yourself and you feel like you are a little more advanced, you can bring your hands behind your head and lift the chin into the chest. So I'm going to be having the chin into the chest, the elbows out wide, but feel free to do whatever works best for you. Extend your legs out to 45, and then you're going to make circles with your legs. So bring it up, down, around, and lift. Scoop the navel into the spine to control your movements. Bring it around and up. Circle down, around, and up. Last two. Down, around, and up. Last one. Down, around, and up. And then reverse it. Lower the legs down, circle around and up. Lower down, circle up. Lower down, circle up. Last two. Last one. And for our walks, you're going to flex your feet. Feet are parallel. And you're going to walk down, 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 down. And walk up, 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 up. And this is another one where if you feel like you have a little lower back tenderness, you can bring your hands and make a diamond shape with your hands. So lower down, 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 down. And lift up, 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 up. Lower down, 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 down. And lift up, 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 up. Lower down, 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 down. And lift up, 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 up. And then for your beats on the belly, you can bend your knees and rest your head for a second. I know it's a lot on your neck. So for our bicycles, chin to the chest, if you're lifting your head, it's actually beats. So extend your legs out to 45 and beat your heels together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower 6 inches. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower 6 inches. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift 6 inches. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, lower your head if you've lifted your head. If you didn't lift your head, then just keep your head down. Only two more exercises here. So take whatever variation you want with your neck, with your head, extend your legs out to 45, and we're going to do our bicycle. So you're going to think of like bending one leg and dragging that other heel down into the mat to make your bicycle. So you're reaching that leg long onto the mat. Reach it long. Reach it long. One more step. Reach it long. Reach it long. And then now reverse it. Drag that heel down as you reverse your circle. Drag it, scoop, scoop. Last one. Drag, drag, bend both knees into the chest, lower the head, neck, and shoulders. And we have one more ram de jambe. So scoop the abdominals in and up. Lift your chin to your chest. Extend your legs out to 45. And then make your circle, baby circle. Down, around, and up. Down, around, and up. Down, around, and up. Elbows wide. Sink the navel in. Down, around, and up. Down, around, and up. Last one. Down, around, and up. Now we're going to reverse it. Lower, around, lower, down, and circle around. Lower, down, circle around. Last three. Lower, circle. Lower, circle around and up. Last one. Lower, circle around and up. Bend the knees into the chest. Lower the head down. All right. From here, roll over onto your abdominals. And we're going to do a little push-up. And then we're going to get into our elephant. So come forward into your plank. And then keep your legs straight. Bring your feet in as far as you can go while keeping the heels flat. Okay, from here, you're just going to think of starting with your head in between your hands and then pushing back on your heels. So you should feel a nice stretch here. Come forward with the upper body and then push it back. Come forward, 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 and lower it back. Come forward, 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 and lower it back. Okay. Now you're going to come into your plank. We're going to go into our knee stretches. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Come into your plank position. And then bend your knees and sit back on your heels. And then come forward. So your knee stretches off. Bend it back, come forward. And bend and forward. So heels can come as far back towards your seat, can come as far back towards your heels. And I'm slipping, so that's why I'm doing that. And so you're going to come back and forward. Last 3, last 2, last 1. And then lower the knees down. Sit back on your heels. Take an active child's pose. Rounding the spine, tucking the chin. And then lie down onto your back. Okay, we're going to do pelvic lift on the mat. So bring your feet all the way to the edges of the mat, and your toes are going to be slightly rotated out to a diagonal. So you're going to scoop the abdominals in and up, squeeze into the seat, and then lift your tailbone up off of the mat. Now, keep these back ribs down. I just want the lower back and the seat completely lifted off of the mat. So keep driving the navel in towards the spine and then keep engaging through the seat and the legs. And then lower the seat back down. So this is just a little variation of pelvic lift from the reformer. So keep your feet in the same position. Scoop the abdominals in and up. And then lift the hips up, scoop the navel in, keep the back down, but lift the hips and the seat up, and then squeeze everything. Squeeze the inner thighs, the outer thighs, the seat. Keep sinking the navel deeper into the mat, into the spine, and then lower the hips, lower the seat down to the mat. Okay, and we're going to do a few more just like that. I think it feels nice with the articulation of the spine. Okay. Lift your hips up off of the mat, scoop the abdominals in, squeeze into that seat. So think of the inner thighs isometrically pulling towards each other. If you feel your back lifting too much, lower it down by sinking the navel in even more. Keep gluing those inner thighs towards each other, and then lower the hips, lower the tailbone and the seat down. 2 more just like that. Scoop the navel into the spine, lift the hips up. Keep squeezing into the seat and isometrically squeezing the inner thighs towards each other, hollowing out the navel, and then lower just the hips and just the tailbone down into the mat. And we're going to do that one more time. Keep the feet in the same position they were. Toes out, heels in to the outer edges of the mat. Scoop the abdominals in and up. Squeeze into the seat. Squeeze into the legs. Lift the hips up. This is your last one, so make it your best. Squeeze into the seat tighter. Squeeze into the legs tighter. Scoop into the abdominals deeper. And then articulate the spine. Articulate the hips. And the tailbone comes heavy. Okay, from here, we're going to go into our shoulder bridge. So mixing a little mat work up with our reformer. So scoop the navel into the spine. You're going to either glue your feet and knees together, or if you need a little bit more space, that's a more advanced variation. So your feet can be about inner hip width distance if that works better for you. So we're first just going to do the lifting and the lowering just to articulate the spine, and I feel like it's just a really nice massage for the spine, but also works the abdominals and the legs at the same time. So sink the navel in, scoop the abdominals up, lift the hips up, squeeze into the legs, squeeze into the seat, lift the hips up a little higher, and then lower the spine down, tailbones heavy. We're going to do one more just like that, and then we're going to move on and do a little different choreography. Scoop the abdominals in. Squeeze into the seat and the legs. Lift the hips up even higher, lift the hips up even higher. And then melt your spine, melt your hips, melt the tailbone down. One more just like that. Scoop the navel in, squeeze into the legs, lift the hips up. And lower down with control, hips and tailbone lower. All right, now we're going to add a little choreography with this. Lift the hips up, bend your right knee into your chest, and sail your right leg straight up to the ceiling with a flexed foot. And then you're going to lower your spine all the way down onto the mat, keeping the leg exactly the same, and then lift the hips up. And so lower down and lift up, lower down and lift up. Last two. And last one. And then while your hips are lifted, lower the right foot down, lift the left foot up, and then lower the spine down and the tailbone down, lift up. Lower down, lift up. Keep sinking the navel in, lower and lift. Last two. And last one. Lift up. And then lower the left foot to meet the right. Keep the hips lifted, lifted, lifted. And melt the spine all the way down. Now we're going to go into our full choreography. All right. Scoop the navel into the spine. Squeeze the legs, squeeze the seat, lift the hips. Extend the legs straight up to the ceiling. Point the toes, and then flex the foot as you lower. Tap the mat. Lift as you point as you lift. Flex as you lower. Point to lift. Flex to lower. Last two. And last one. And drag your right heel to meet your left heel. Lift your hips even higher. Up, 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 up. And then lift your left heel up, foot up to the ceiling. Lower the leg down. Lift it up. Flex to lower. Point to lift. Flex to lower. Point to lift. Flex to lower. Point to lift. Last two. And last one. Drag your left foot to meet your right. Keep your hips lifted, lifted, lifted. And lower the spine all the way down. All right. From here, extend your legs out. Lift your arms straight back behind you. Tuck your chin into your chest and round yourself up and over. And we're going to do a little long stretch and down stretch and up stretch from the reformer. All right. So you're going to come out into your plank. Heels together, toes apart, creases of the toes pushing down. And then you're going to sail yourself forward for 3, for 2, for 1, push back on 1. Sail yourself forward, 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 and back. This is your long stretch on the reformer. Forward, 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 and back. Last two. Forward, 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 and back. Last one. Forward, 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 and back. Now you're going to bend your knees. Bring your knees hip width. For your down stretch, you're going to lower the navel down to the mat. Untuck your toes. And then lift the spine. Lift the spine and lift the head. And then for your up stretch, lift your hips up to the ceiling. Come forward into your long stretch. Lower the knees down. Come into your down stretch. Arch the spine, lift up to the ceiling, and then come back up to your long stretch. And then come forward to the long stretch, and then lower the knees down. Lift up for your down stretch. Up stretch, hips lifted. And then come forward into your long stretch. And then start to walk your hands in towards your body. So take your time, heels together, toes apart. Once you get right next to your legs, lift your spine up a little bit so your hands aren't touching the floor or the mat. And make little baby circles in one direction. And then reverse it. And then pull the navel into the spine, around the spine, all the way up. And we're going to end with a little standing footwork. Okay, so heels together, toes apart. Scoop the abdominals in and up. You're going to bring your hands behind your head, elbows out wide. And you're going to lift your heels up and lower them down. Lift up and lower down. So really glue those legs, glue those heels, lift up and lower. Last two. Lift and lower. Last one. Lift and lower. Now bring your toes, your feet together as far as you can. For me, it's hard to me to bring them completely together. So if you have a little bit of space, that's okay. Bring your hands shoulder width in front of you, just like your spine stretched forward. We're going to do a little squat back. So scoop the abdominals, lengthen the tailbone, squeeze the legs together, and you're going to sit yourself back. Make sure you can see your toes, and then squeeze into the seat and the legs as you lift. And then sit back into your seat, into your chair, and then lift back up. Last two. And sit back. Scoop the abdominals, squeeze the legs, lift up. Sit back and squeeze up. Now, we're going to keep the same arm and leg variation. The only difference with the legs is going to be the feet are going to be flexed towards the knees. Arms are still going to be out shoulder height. So sit back into your chair. Make sure you can see your toes. Squeeze into the seat and the legs as you lift. And then sit back and squeeze to lift. And sit back and squeeze to lift. Last two. And last one. And for your tendon stretch, go back to your heels together, toes apart. And we're going to do a little variation on the tendon stretch. So bring your hands behind your head, elbows wide. Sink the navel in, lower the tailbone down. So we're going to just do the tendon stretch, and then we're going to do a little bit of squats. Scoop the navel in, tailbone down, lift the heels up, 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 and lower, lower, lower. So for 3 counts, lift, 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 and lower, lower, lower. Last 3, lift, 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 and lower, lower, lower. Last 2, squeeze into the legs as you lift, 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 and scoop. Lower, lower, lower. Last one, lift, 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 and lower, lower, lower. And now we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to do a little squat. So lift your heels up as high as you can off of the mat, and then bend your knees a little bit. So you're coming down into a little squat, and then straighten your legs, lower your knees. Lift your heels up, even higher, and then bend your knees. Straighten the legs, lower the heels. 3 more like that. Lift the heels, bend the legs, lift the legs, lower the heels. If you're about to fall, that means you're doing it right. Lift your heels, bend the legs, straighten the legs, lower down. Last one. Lift the heels, bend the knees, straighten the legs, lower down. And you're done. I hope you had a great workout, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much.